Peace, power, and prosperity, family. This is Amir, the Chicago crypto hustler, Bitcoin block bully, coming to you once again with a follow-up video. This is a follow-up to my previous video on DGD. In fact, actually, this is a video of its own because I'm actually showing two coins that I will be long on for 2018. And let me say this in the beginning, I'm not a financial advisor. I am not giving financial advice. I am only sharing the information of what I'm investing in for the year 2018. So it's not to be taken as any type of financial advice. And the two coins that I'm speaking on is DGD or Digix DAO and GVT, which is Genesis Vision. And real quick, we're gonna look at some charts, and I'm gonna show you one of the reasons why why I got a lot of faith in these two coins, or not even faith. I don't want to use the word faith. High expectations, I should say. So if we look at the top, or some of the top coins, mainly Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, which I believe are within the top five. I think number one is Bitcoin, two is Ethereum, and I think the fifth biggest coin is Litecoin. If we look at their weekly charts, right? And I'm using these three coins because these are three of the main coins that the majority of the population knows of that know anything about cryptocurrency. And what we're looking at right now is a weekly chart. So let me shrink this down a little bit. This is Bitcoin versus USD. Now we see right here is where we really started to see a lot of takeoff after the $5,900 mark. And this was around October going into November is when we started seeing spikes with BTC. And we started to see a major decline the week of December 18th, where we opened up at about 19,400. We went as low as 10,450 before closing at a final price of that week at 14,194. What was I saying down here? Did I say 1,000? I meant 10,450. And ever since then, ever since that December 18th week, we've been in and that's a real significant week. I'm gonna show you why. But we've been in a decline ever since then. Now, if we head over and we look at LTC, we see LTC kind of stable around the last weeks of October. And then beginning that first week of November, you start seeing that spike in volume. And then just like Bitcoin, that very first week of October, we opened up at $325. We went as high as 379, dipped down as low as 144 before closing at $278. So this is a week's worth of price action. And just like Bitcoin, the same scenario. Ever since then, we've been in a downtrend that we have not been able to get out of yet. We did see a little spike in volatility around this area right here. Let me see what dates was. That's February. I'm trying to see where that spike was with the news from LightPay was. You really don't even see it. So right now, just like Bitcoin, Litecoin is in a downtrend. It did come down. Let me see, what is this? This is $103, $108. So it seems like around that 110 mark. Anything below 110, it seems to bounce back. So we'll be waiting to see exactly what it does now. But overall, right now, it's in a downtrend. As you see, we do have lower lows than the previous lows, looking at the weekly chart. Now, last but not least, we're going to take a look at Ethereum. Now, Ethereum had a longer run than both Bitcoin and Litecoin, whereas Ethereum didn't start losing its gains. Let's see where it started gaining it. First week, second week, third week. Okay, so yeah, between the first and the third week is when Ethereum started to see some gains. It really started picking up around the week of December 11th. And it continued to rally all the way up into the week of the 8th, going into the week of the 15th. And as we can see, that week of December 15th, we had an opening at $1,368. we went down as low as $768 before closing the week out at $1,045. In the same scenario, ever since then, it's been in a downtrend. Today, we're trading at $403 from an all-time high of $1,417. So right now, and this is what I want people to realize sometimes when you're looking at these coins. Just remember, people were buying this at $1,400. Right now, you can get it at $1,000 discount. Now, am I saying that it's not going to go down lower? There's no telling. But what I am saying is these are discount prices for anyone that may be looking to get into cryptocurrency. The prices that we're seeing right now, we may not see come back. Like I said, once again, I'm not a financial advisor. Always remember that. This is for entertainment purposes only. Now, what we're going to go take a look at first is DGD. And as you can see, this is the week chart of DGD. I've got a couple lines of support and resistance mixed up in here, some long positions and other things. And as we can see, even though, let me see, this is on Binance. Let me see where else we can find, because I would like to see a larger. Nope. Okay, so yeah, right now this is the Binance exchange market that we're seeing it traded on. And this is the weekly chart, and this is started off the last week of November leading into December. This is the 18th. This is where Bitcoin and Litecoin met its demise or its downtrend. As we can see, we were in a pretty little uptrend at the time, but for it to be so new, according to this chart, that was actually not bad, because it didn't get dumped as hard, and I guess it didn't take that long to recover as most coins. Let me see, the 8th, what was that, the 15th is when we started seeing the decline of Ethereum. Let me see, what's that, the 15th, the 21st, the 29th. So as we can see, DGD's been in a nice, steady uptrend. Let's take a look at, let me see, what is it trading at right now? DGD's trading at $245 right now. Next, we're going to take a look at GVT, which is Genesis Vision, which is trading at about $23.81. So once again, this is the 1st of January. The 1st of January, it's seen a lot of, the first week of January. We seen a lot of growth, which was beautiful. It was able to come up and sustain its gains, right? And continue rallying up until this point. And now, right now, where we're looking at, this is the last week of March going into the first week of April, and we left off the 26th anyways, the week of the 26th in the green. So we're looking to see where we're going to be going. But as I said, looking at the weekly chart, it does seem to be in a nice uptrend, and it does not look like it was affected by the bear market that the rest of the coins have been affected by, namely the top coins. And this is one of the reasons why I'm behind these two tokens. Now, I'm going to go in depth. Now, let me let you know this. This is going to be a two-part video. We're going to do the first half on DGD. I'm going to stop it in that, and I'm going to come back and do the follow-up video on GVT, Genesis Vision. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over Digix Global, and find out exactly what it is. The gold standard in distributed ledger technology. Now, always remember, Digix Global is the company. DGD is the token that is under the company. So let's go ahead and read up and see what's going on here. And I believe I may have did this on my previous video, but we're going to go over it again because we do have some new news coming out also. And it goes in to say, what is Digix? Digix tokenizes gold on Ethereum. We leverage the distributed ledger for its immutability, transparency, and auditability by applying it to precious physical assets. Digix has created a range of technologies, including the Proof of Provenance Protocol, or POP, and Digix Gold Tokens, or DGX, on Ethereum. What is distributed ledger technology, you may ask? It relies on participating users to power the network by confirming transactions utilizing a general consensus mechanism. The blocks of information are transparently stored chronologically on every computer. Trustless verification. The Proof of Provenance Protocol, or POP. Digix has developed a system of proving asset existence and ownership on the distributed ledger. Every step of the way, records of proof are published permanently using Ethereum and IPFS. Excuse me, family. Physical gold bullion. Purchase bullion from LBMA, which is the London Bullion Market Association. So purchase bullion from the LBMA refineries with accompanying assay certificates from refiners ranging from, and they got a couple of names, Valcamp, PAMP, and two other ones that I'm not going to try to pronounce. Third-party auditing. An established auditor, Inspectorate Bureau Veritas, provides quarterly audits of every single gold asset in our safe house vaults. Established since 1822, they are a world leader in testing, inspection, and certification services. And it also goes on to say that Digix enables customers to take delivery of DGX at our partnering custodial vaults. We're going to get into what DGX is in a minute. Let me see. The next generation of wealth preservation. Fully allocated bullion recorded on the distributed ledger. Let me see. And it gives you a breakdown, I guess, of what it's doing as far as with gold. Gold has proven long-term stability. Digix can protect you from the inherent price volatility of real-world and digital assets. Control your assets. Never before has allocated bullion been issued right from the point of digital purchase. At Digix, we promise our clients ownership more than anything else. Liquid bullion. Securing bullion makes it more difficult to trade and use. Digix provides the means to liquidate your metal and use it in everyday life with the same level of physical security. Engineered and anti-fragility. Thus far, Digix has created two types of Ethereum tokens, each with unique properties. These two tokens complement each other to ensure their joint success. Now, over here on the left, as you can see, we have Digix Gold tokens, or DGX, which is the future gold standard for value exchange in the Ethereum ecosystem. It is each token represents 1 gram of 99.99% LBMA standard gold and secured in safe house vaults. On-chain proof of auditing, no fractional reserves, fully allocated. Redeem 100 DGX tokens for 100 grams of physical gold via personal or mail. Slated for release by the end of 2018, which is definitely got something to do with the story that I'm going to be bringing next. We have DGD on the right, or Digix DAO tokens. Can be used to claim quarterly rewards based on the total DGX collected through transaction fees. Contributions to Digix ecosystem through Digix DAO, a self-governing community with DGD tokens. Used to pledge on Digix DAO proposals with the goal of increasing DGX adoption. DGD holders who successfully grow Digix ecosystem via supporting and rejecting proposals will receive rewards. And this is one of the most important things that I think about this currency and why I'm long on it and why I'm going to see an excellent amount of growth this year. With the fact that there's only 2 million DGD tokens in existence right now is very, very, very important as far as supply and demand goes, because there's not a huge amount of supply for it. Almost like when they first came out with Bitcoin years ago, that's all everyone was talking about. Oh, it's supply and demand. It's only got so many. What was it? It was the supply. What was it? 21 million versus the fiat currency being able to be printed over and over and over again. That was cool. With DGD, there's only 2 million tokens. So that, in my opinion, is gonna bump the price up as more attention gets brought to it. Let's see. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna head over to the story that I found, and it comes by way of globalcoinreport.com. Let me see. It's titled DGD Digix Gold Tokens to be released for live trading. And this is what I wanted to bring to the family because this is what's key right here. So as we can see, as we can see, the story goes on to state that as of March 26, 2018, DigixDAO has invited all interested investors and holders to register for being whitelisted for the purchase of DGX or digital gold tokens that will very soon become available for DigixDAO at DGX, as DGX is starting to trade on the crypto market. Ranked as number 20 as the 27th coin on the global coin ranking list, and with its price at about what 250 right now. They're saying 300 because of when they wrote the story per one unit. Although it is currently being traded in the red, DGD will surely unlock new possibilities and opportunities with DGX tokens that will become available for purchase in only 10 days from the time of this writing. And now I believe we've knocked that down to about 6 or 5 days. Let's see what the DGX tokens represents for DigixDAO and how is DGD doing at the current moment. Which we really don't have to go over the current moment because we just looked at it. If we want, I might go back over the charts to see where it is currently as far as the last 30 minutes, last couple of hours. The story goes on to say that DigixDAO and Digix Gold tokens, DGD and DGX, DGD had DGX talked about for some time now. But it is now only that we are finding out that Digix Gold tokens would would soon be available for live purchase, exchange, and trading. That is exactly why we are interested in revealing the purpose of DGX tokens. These tokens were first launched on Ethereum mainnet and on Ethereum's network. These tokens serve the purpose of having low rates of volatility as the value of those tokens is expressed in gold. That means that one DGX actually represents the price of 1 gram of gold. And as we all know it, gold might be the most suitable value by far. However, gold might take a hard time to invest in. So buying DGX in form of owning 1 gram of gold for every DGX token you own makes it easier to invest in gold. This is how the blockchain technology and fiat met halfway to bring more stability to digital assets, and at the same time making investments in gold simpler than ever. These tokens can be used for exchanges and make payments on blockchain network, but at the same time, these tokens can be exchanged for gold, where one token will be worth 1 gram of gold. As DGX exists on Ethereum mainnet, it actually represents maybe the most stable value of all other values hosted on the Ethereum's network, as a price of gold won't go up and down dizzily, as it is often the case with digital currencies or even shares. Talking about shares, in this case, owning DGD can be observed as owning shares of a company, while owning DGX would be like owning a product made and launched by the DGD company. And I kept telling you, the most important thing about this is the fact that, I'm going to read it one more time. Talking about shares, in this case, owning DGD can be observed as owning shares of the company, while owning DGX would be like owning a product made and launched by said company. So basically, DGX represents a product made by DGD dev team. So what they're giving you is a chance in the best of both worlds. Not only can I own said coin that may represent a share in the company, I can also own the actual product that is coming out of said. Let's see. You get what I'm trying to say, though. The gold DGX represents is actually 99.99% of LBMA standard gold that is being kept safely in safe house secured vaults. So, like I said, for you to be able to grab shares of the company and grab a product that the company is producing, to me right there, that's a major move. DGX was said to be released by the end of the first quarter of 2018, so we are aware of this digital gem for some time now, but it wasn't until now that we were able to actually purchase DGX and start trading with these tokens. The DGD team has announced that as of March 26, the public and potential investors will be able to register for the whitelisting, while DGX tokens will be available for live trading on April 8, 2018. So far, DGX tokens found their purpose in the partnership that DigixDAO made with Trace2.io. which is actually a company that uses smart contracts, blockchain technology, and artificial intelligence in order to offer solutions for companies that are dealing and working with blockchain technology. Trace2.io is planning on using DGX tokens for more secure and safe operating on their platform. But for now, the availability of Trace.io use of DGX is not present in the US, Japan, or China. And then it goes into how is it performing up to date, which we don't have to go over. So what we'll look at right now, real quick, one more time, is we're going to take a look at the DGD charts. I'm going to break this down. I'm going to break this down to about 30-45 minutes. Let's see how DGD is performing right now. As of right now, let's see, 30 minutes.
Why am I baking?
You have to wait until I'm done doing the video, okay? You have to wait till I'm done doing the video. Okay? Give me a minute. I apologize for that, family. What we're looking at right now is DGD versus BTC. Right now, it is in a downtrend. Let me see, what is it? Trading at $245. Last time we seen it come down and hit this mark, and hit this purple line that I had placed, and it rallied quickly after, hit the high, and right now it came back down. It touched that purple line, and it's starting to rally once again. So I'll be taking a look at DGD for the rest of the day to see if there's a good entry point. I probably should have made my entry point already right here. I'm going to be watching it. So like I said, this is the first half of the video, family. The other half of the video will be coming. So this is to be continued.